welcome back to the channel. Today we're replacing a oil pan gasket on a 2007 Dodge Charger 2.6 or the 2.7 V6. Pretty simple. Walk through real quick. So you got to remove the rack and pinion out of this thing. That's pretty much the only thing that's in the way. Oops, wrong way. It's pretty much the only thing that's in the way for the oil pan to come out. So to remove the rack and pinion, take off the hoses, let that drain into a pan. Remove both outer tie rod ends, take the nut off, get those out of there. And then the steering shaft, hold tight. The steering wheel shaft is up in there. You can actually turn it and you can get a ratchet with a 6-inch extension and a 13mm socket up through here down to the bolt right here. And I've already got it loose. And then after that, move this side. I haven't gotten that far yet. But after that, you just take out this bolt here and this bolt here, one on either side. And once it's all loose, and you remove those bolts, the thing falls right out. So that's all you got to do. Let's go ahead and get this thing out and move on to the next step. Oh yeah, by the way, so the tie rod nuts were 22mm. The head for the bolts hold the rack and pinion in the car. 15 on this end, the nut was an 18. And then both of these lines right here, come on, focus. Both of these lines right here were 18mm. So what you got for that? And then the bolt that holds this on, the shaft, to the rack and pinion was a 13mm. Alright, the next step is removing this rear transmission brace. It bolts to the face of the transmission, the bell housing there, and also has 3 bolts to go into the bottom of the oil pan. All of these are 15mm, so you got 3 on the pan itself, one there, one there, one there, and another one over there. So there's 4 on the bell housing, 3 on the bottom of the oil pan. Let's get that out. Alright, so the next step is get you a jack of some sort, and you got to lift up on the passenger side of the engine and pull out that stupid bracket for the transmission oil pan stuff. Unfortunately, that's the only way to get it out. Unless you take the whole transmission out, that'd be aggravating. But so you lift up the engine. I'm not going to touch these bolts, the motor mount bolts here. That's how you're supposed to do it, is remove those first. But there's one on the passenger side that's already been broke off, so I'm not touching these bolts. That's just going to open up a can of worms. So I lifted it up and I got the engine mount to flex enough to pull this bracket up, pull it up to the bottom of the manifold pretty much. It just kind of snakes on through. It really just gives you just enough room when you jet that thing up. Just enough room to get this bracket out. And the only reason why you got to do that is because there's 2 bolts back there, 2 little 10mm bolts and studs back there in the back. Yeah, it's kind of aggravating. Dumb design, but of course most automotive stuff is. But anyhow, let's start getting these bolts out. So as mentioned, there's 2 10mm bolts back there, and then there's 13s all around the edge. Take this oil filter out the way in a minute and drain oil. And then there's another 10 right there. And then once you get all the ones on the sides, there are, let me get up in here somehow. Oh, sorry about this angle. Let's see if it's right over here. I don't know, I can't get up in there. But anyway, there's some in the front right here too. There's one there, and there's 2 more on the other side, I believe. So these are 4 or 5 on the front. Those are also 10s. You got a 10 up in here behind this other bolt. This bolt is holding on the AC compressor onto the bracket itself that's off of the or built on bracket part of the oil pan here. And then there's also another stud on this side that bolts to a bracket. So gotta take all that stuff off, and then this oil pan will fall right off. So I'm gonna get this jack out my way now, and drain the oil, remove the filter, and start taking the more bolts out. Once I take the bolts out, we'll pull the pan off.
Dusty in here. Who's making a mess? You are? Mike, what are you doing over here, bud? What are you filming?
Oil pan on this piece of junk Dodge Charger.
But you don't post any of your content. You just film it and hoard it and hide it from everybody.
I like to film it.
But you just don't post any of it.
I'll rewatch it. It's like porn.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go back over here and do body work. No, you won't. No, you won't. All right, you got it on video.
Huh?
It's on video right now that you'll have it up tonight.
I'll have it tonight.
What today? What's today? What am I on? I'm on Tuesday? Wednesday?
Tuesday.
Tuesday. May the 24th. You're gonna have it up by 12 o'clock tonight. You ain't even got this job done by tonight. You leave at 2 o'clock.
Oh, not today. If that's the case, I gotta leave here in about 15
I know you gotta leave. You'll come up with some crap. Yeah, there you go, coughing.
Alright y'all, so I got the oil pan off, and it's actually not as dirty in there as I thought it was going to be. We got a little bit right there, but nothing major. A little bit right here, but that's normal. But not a lot of carbon buildup. So I'm going to take and clean this gasket surface area around here. Here's the new gasket that goes on there. The rubber aluminum mix. All around here. So there's the part number right there. Chrysler 2.7 liter oil pan gasket set. One small O-ring for the oil dipstick. Even though the dipstick has two, they only send you one O-ring. Go figure. And then on the front here, where this surface meets up, I'm gonna put some gasket maker all across here. See, this surface right here, it mounts up to the front right here on the timing chain cover. As you can see, there's timing chain up there. So that's for the timing chain cover there. So I'm gonna put some gasket maker in these corners. I'm gonna slather it all up in here and on this gasket all the way across. And then I'll put some on the oil pan as well. I gotta get this old gasket off and get everything cleaned up. But yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I'm not gonna record that. I normally just take a razor blade by hand and just scrape the surface all the way around. I don't really, same thing with this. I'll take a razor blade and clean up this surface all the way around, get it nice and clean, flush, and then after that you just put it back together. No real reason to show that. It's just reverse order of what you did. Take it off. I'm gonna go ahead and get this stuff cleaned up and get the gasket maker on there. I'm just using the Thermatec Ultra Black, high flexibility and oil resistant. Yeah, this stuff works great. I would normally use a 1 minute gasket maker, but I'm not real concerned with having to worry about it leaking since it's just this little front area. So this stuff works great. It's like $7 at Advance, or at least it is for now. Price of everything's going up, so who knows how much that's going to. But yeah, so we'll get cleaned up, knock it out. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. You got any questions about anything or concern, put it in the comments section below. I'll get back with you, and I'm out of here. Get this thing right here finished up. It is already like 4:15. I might have to stay a little late, but it'll be okay. All right, see y'all.